Hi everybody, welcome to a brand new music video by me, Zach Mitchell. Now, I know that it's still March, but I may not upload this until the 1st of April, which is this Tuesday. But I'm pretty sure that I'm not going to be buying any more CDs during that time, so I figured I would do my CD update for the month now, because I do have a shit ton to show you. I'm going to try to keep this video as quick as I can, so let's begin by showing you all of the albums that I got this March. The first being this Complication Greatest Hits album by the Carpenters, Gold, which is a 2-disc Greatest Hits album with 40 songs on it. I like the Carpenters a lot. If you do, you should get that. I also got a Joe Walsh album, The Smoker You Get, The Player You Are. Oh wait, The Smoker You Drink, The Player You Get. I'm sorry. Kind of a weird title. But it does have his famous song, Rocky Mountain Way, on it. An album by Roger Waters that he did once he went solo from Pink Floyd called The Pros and Cons of Hitchhiking. And I think this sounds very damn close to Pink Floyd. It's very, very good. I listened to it on headphones last night. I also got a Steely Dan album called Can't Buy a Thrill. Yeah, Can't Buy a Thrill, which has one of my favorite Steely Dan songs on it called Dirty Work. Got some Fleetwood Mac playing in the background. Hope you like it. It's for your enjoyment. I got a very rare, very great Paul McCartney album, Chaos and Creation in the Backyard, which is amazing. I listened to the whole thing the second I got it, and I said, I actually remember I was in school when I was listening to it, so I had to stop. I had to stop it about halfway through the album because the class was beginning. And the second class was over, I restarted the whole album and listened to the whole thing. And it was amazing. A very great album. If you can find it, you need to listen to it. I got another Paul McCartney album, Ram, the deluxe edition. 2-disc. Opens up like this. By Paul and Linda McCartney, who I don't think is very much of a good singer, but she's much better than Yoko Ono was to John Lennon. I also got the remastered edition of the very first Pink Floyd album, The Piper at the Gates of Dawn. Very excellent. Add that to my Pink Floyd collection. I also got a damn good collection of U2 albums. All of this is U2 right here. I got the best of 1980 through 1990 because I already had the best of 1990 through 2000. But all the songs on this are much better, I think. And these are their studio albums. Their very first album, Boy. Second, October. Their third, War, which has their very famous song Sunday Bloody Sunday on it. Their fourth, a very excellent album, The Unforgettable Fire. And probably my favorite U2 album, their fifth, The Joshua Tree, which again has another one of their very famous songs, With or Without You, on it. And I think this is their 7th album. This is the deluxe edition of Achtung Baby, or however you pronounce it, I don't know. So that's all the U2 albums that I got. I'm a huge U2 fan, but I haven't really gotten... I mean, I've heard a lot of their songs before, but I haven't really been getting into them as much as I have been right now. Another artist that I've really been getting into lately is Bob Dylan. As you've noticed in my past videos, I've been getting a lot of Dylan albums. Well, this month was no exception to that. I got a crap ton of Dylan albums. Look at all that. Bob Dylan Unplugged, MTV. Bob Dylan is probably my least favorite artist to listen to live because, and I've said this in a past video, I believe, he doesn't really sing. He grunts. And all of the songs are a different arrangement than how they sound on the album. Some people like it, some people don't, and I'm just one of the people that don't. I'm not knocking him for being an artist, because he is one of the best artists of our time. And his very first album, Bob Dylan. His second album, the freewheeling Bob Dylan. His third album, The Times They Are A-Changing. His fourth album, Another Side of Bob Dylan. And this was when he started to turn into country, John Wesley Harding. Then, a couple years later, oh wait, no, I'm sorry. This is his follow-up to John Wesley Harding, his very country album-ish, Nashville Skyline, which has his very popular song, Lay Lady Lay on it. And also his duet with Johnny Cash, Girl from the North Country. And then he discovered Christianity with Slow Train Coming. Next up, I got an excellent Bob Dylan album, Blood on the Tracks, which has one of my favorite Bob Dylan songs on it, Tangled Up in Blue. And last but not least for Dylan, I got the Basement Tapes that he did with the band. Excellent album. It's a double album. I like that a lot. And if you think I'm done, I'm not. This is still all the ones that I have left to show you. Most of these are a bunch of blues artists. I've been really getting into American blues lately. So I got all of these because I saw on an excellent video, it's called Led Zeppelin Plagiarism, and it goes through showing you all of the songs that Led Zeppelin ripped off of to make up their whole musical category. After I saw that, I had to get all of the songs, all of the albums by all the artists that I saw, because I'm just a music junkie. First being the best of Bert Jansch, and he does a song called Blackwater Side, which Zeppelin ripped off to make Black Mountain Side. But he has a lot of good songs on here too. He's an Irish singer, which I really admire because I'm Irish. Next up is an album called The Above the Ground Sound of Jake Holmes. And he was the guy that actually wrote and performed Dazed and Confused before Zeppelin ripped it off and made it their own. Next up, The Sky is Crying, The History of Elmore James, one of the best blues artists of all time. Next. Album by Albert King. It's called Born Under a Bad Sign, which has the song The Hunter on it, which Zeppelin ripped off to put into a portion of How Many More Times. They call me the Hunter, that's my name. It's just amazing, the stuff that they ripped off of. Next up is a 2-disc edition of the best of Robert Johnson. I'm sorry that that's kind of a bad reflection in there, but I'm trying my best to show you. He sang a song called Traveling Riverside Blues, which has a line in it, "You can squeeze my lemon till the juice runs down my legs," which I thought is one of the sexiest lines I've ever heard in my life, which Zeppelin ripped off to put into the Lemon song off of Led Zeppelin 2. Another blues album, The Best of Sonny Boy Williamson, which is an excellent blues singer. He did a song also called Bring It On Home, which Zeppelin ripped off and made their own. I think I will stop the video right now, and we will continue on to part 2, because I'm about to hit the 10-minute limit.